Alright, Rob, DJ, Quaid, hope you guys are good. How are you good? Did the bot message you? No. I have gotten a bot whisper before, though. And that's happened. But not today. Really, Rob? Jeez. They were like, haha. Alright. Monica isn't in the club room. That's the breast. We're doing no spoilers, by the way. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have you heard anything about her being late today? Good, are you? Pretty good. Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. Probably just had something to do today. It's pretty popular after all. You'll think she has it. I wouldn't be surprised. Probably more desirable than all of us combined. Yeah, that's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the doors swing open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose a club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period day was study hall. To be honest, I just kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? Wasn't where you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. It's kind of started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's super cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. Chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous exit bit. Sure, Natsuki wouldn't have complained to her anyway. It looks like everyone's already settled down. Sayori somehow finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Noah! Sayori suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna get some supplies from the classroom. Wanna come with me? Supplies? What for? The festival's coming up. Me and Monica are gonna make some posters and stuff. So I find some crayons, some markers, and glue sticks. I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. You going to get supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him. But I wanted to go. So much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. It was just a suggestion. You can find poster paper too, okay? Okay. Ready, Noah? Yeah, let's go. Sayori and I exit the classroom. Or the club room. I follow behind as Sayori hums and skips along the hallway. Honestly, feels like I'm taking a kid to a mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey Sayori, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. We're going to do a poetry performance. A performance? Of what kind? Well, Everyone's gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. Ah, that sounds kinda dull. Noah, you're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems. It's about performing them. You can say the lines of the poem like, "Between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what ends have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the once prosperous field before me is a barren wasteland." Like that. Sayori, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. You meanie. I'm working super hard on this, you know. I know. This man's pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self. Don't say that, it's embarrassing. I guess it means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. I'm so excited. The festival's gonna be so much fun. Sayori spins herself around in the hallway again. Hey, no, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. A mission, huh? It's been a long time since I spent time with Sayori like this. But in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hold myself up in my room more and more. Mood. So going adventuring with Sayori brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. The two of us enter a classroom. Sayori heads straight for the closet and I follow. Let's see what we have in here. Crayons! Sayori pulls out a box full of crayons off the shelf. They're the best brand, too. They're kind of dirty, though. Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted, we still need to find... Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Fine. At least move aside so I can get to look for the poster paper. I dropped one by accident. Ah! Yeah! Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right on the shelf. She falls to the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap. Ow. You alright? My forehead. Sayori clutches her forehead. Jeez, Sayori. It's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pulled her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayori. But it hurts. Just do it for a second. Sayori slowly releases her hand from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow! Sorry. There's a huge red mark in the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. Noah, I haven't found ice around this time. I guess a cold drink will do. You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. Even wincing for the pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. Pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out in the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? Doesn't really matter since we'll be using the ice pack forever to drink. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. She has one palm on her forehead and using the other to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box. At least they're already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. Sayori, here. Hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice. It's nice and cold. Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. Ah, sorry, I forgot. How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her head. It stings. Just bear with it, it'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good. Hey Noah, this kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? Oh, what do you mean? No, we used to play outside all the time? I was trying to keep up with you. You're kind of oblivious in some ways. Like, I usually fall behind or had trouble climbing on the things that you did. Sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. Fall and scrape myself or get a bump. I would start crying really hard. You'd rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It's almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid to get in trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know? I really do that? Yeah, you don't remember? Gotta think of it. Maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was also focused on my games. I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way, it was my fault. Kinda like this time, too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. Noah, I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking of other people. Even after all these years, you're rushing to help me, even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. Don't call me that. And I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Or I know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess it's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right. Noah, I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Think it'll be like this forever? Forever? If I'm honest with myself, there's no telling where we'll end up for college or after that. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises. But, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. Sierra has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know? Yeah, good luck with that. I'm gonna see her forehead either way. What if I highlighted my bangs? Sari hops to her feet. Ah! She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs, try to hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the classroom. Ah, you're back. Good timing. This one ready to start sharing our poems. Yes, Sayori, your forehead. She's fine, don't worry about it. I was playing with crayons, I stuck my forehead into a shelf! Well, anyway. Were you able to find anything we needed? I have it right. Sayori frantically glanced around herself. I forgot all this stuff! Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper, too. Aha! Sound like you ended up doing all the work, Noah. Well, Sayori... I feel like I'm an excuse for Sayori. I made an adventure. Yeah, that. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? Guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Who should I show my poem to first? Let's start with Monica this time. Hi again, Noah. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share with me what you wrote there today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright! It's pretty good. That makes me think of Sayori, like the other one you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time for even this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone. But Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people. So don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and again, too. I'm not, like, unapproachable or anything, am I? No, it's nothing like that. I'm just still used to getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyway, want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless... Load me. Huh. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. Oh, I've never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. It's kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of a poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote these lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. Still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Nah, sometimes asking what a poem about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as physical expression or a feeling. Or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Oh, yeah. You'll never know what might change your mind. Or when something unexpected might happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? Aha! That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay. Sayori? Noah, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. I'm not hiding anything. But your poems are so good. Yesterday's, and this one too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so. Eh? No way! I mean, that's Suki? Well, I guess I'm Suki's least likely to admit how much you like something. I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well, I guess to be honest about it, it's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. Stop thinking weird things, idiot! Just mean you're a really expressive person, I guess. I must write poems about my own stupid life. But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even little things. Like cooking! Let's not talk about that. So yeah, I guess what I'm saying is I can feel more feelings for you than I can for myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time. I don't know if I understand. You'll never understand when I'm trying to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head. Hey, I'm not a kid, you know. Are you sure about that? Maybe? Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands. Hey, you know what? Will you give me your poem? I kind of want to keep it. Oh, why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. Sayori, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. You even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. Really? Snap. I broke my pencil. Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the pencil she dropped. But being intended of surroundings, she bumps right into me. Sorry. It's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down to pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. Let's sit down, Sayori. Yeah. I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit on the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem. Oh, sorry I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours. Jeez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Okay. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in the bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle is starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes the bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look for my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pulled them from the shelf, one after another, holding them to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They're supposed to be my friends. My friends aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Holy shit! Sarah, did you really write this? Of course I did. I told you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever. Yeah, but I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Just maybe I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, and you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It helps me understand my own feelings a bit better. Writing is like magic. You got pretty passionate about this, huh? Hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. See, I always had the habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than weeks later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Alright, let's go with Natsuki. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one. But I can't really say it's even better either. Phew. Huh? Phew what? Ah, well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take that as a win. I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... It has a compliment. Glad to see someone recognize my expertise. My experience, I should say. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. Yeah, you think so? Yeah. I guess you've been friends for so long. You might be on the same wavelength. Never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but how could someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? Like she's dragging around dead weight. Well, that's a little unnecessary. I think of it this way. If it wasn't for me, she'd probably just fly away, like letting go of a balloon. You could say we take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, regularly hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her sing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if she doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Not bad, right? That's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's way too short. I was warming up. Hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. Yeah, I dare you. How are you, bud? No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I don't have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Getting ready for show you? Yeah, doing good. Like everyone would agree to be a subject of a poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, about how everyone thinks my... That doesn't matter. That can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something you're afraid people will find out. They make fun of you or think less of you. That just makes people stupid. Who cares if someone likes? As long as they're not hurting anyone, it makes them happy. People really need to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. I'm sure a lot of other people can too. That's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important. But I want to make sure people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow, too. So look forward to it. Alright, Yuri's time. Let's see what you have written for today. Well done, Noah. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot. It's nothing. I'm just happy to inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid of, just be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Or letting your mind wander for your feelings. And write down the things you see and hear. Yeah, alright, Quinn. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's certainly an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, Well, an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. The poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. Oh, shit. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that the raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was a symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon incriminates its phase and The moon incriminates its phase and reflects that much more. The moon incriminates its phase and reflects that much more light come off my cutting knife. The same knife that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Perhaps merely projecting my emotions onto the nearly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. It was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I know it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem's about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using this poem can express as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, I take that as face value. I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I want to express that way for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. Those sorts of things that I'm usually forced to keep to myself. Sometimes I enjoy writing about them. Oh, that's funny. What? Didn't Suki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for strange interest? She did? Yeah. She's talking about how it doesn't matter when what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. That said, well, interesting. To me, she seems like the kind of person to make fun of my hobbies. I suppose it's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry. I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I'd probably hate myself. I might be ranting a bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. 4-1 Spain, damn. Okay, everyone! We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned for today, so if you could just come sit in the front of the room. Is it a festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? I feel like we just put together anything good in just a few days. Instead of embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? Won't need as much as more than a few decorations. Sierra's been working on posters, and I designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all. Tell us what we're actually gonna be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you'd heard about it already. We're gonna be performing. Performing? But, Monica. Yeah, we're gonna have a poetry performance. Each of us are gonna choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also gonna let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sierra's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sierra, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for C. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting up posters, did you? Well, I did. You really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys. No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite poems out loud in front of a room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. We start the event and each put on a good performance. Then it'll inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature's all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right! And it's those reasons that we're all in the club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me with no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think Sayori and Monika have been trying really hard to get new members. Least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... Looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I have to get it over with. Alright! Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around everyone's expectant faces. I guess I really don't have a choice. That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously gonna be the death of me. Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monika, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh, no. Don't worry, I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Haha, of course. Now let's see. Monika flips through her notebook to a specific poem she had in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monika begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monika. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monika finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monika takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monika! Thank you very much. I was hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Oh, Yuri's all fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quietly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at all of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called, Aftermedge of a Crimson Eye. Holy shit. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a minute ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed in her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns, and its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire where Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity, and glances around her, as if bewildered, she even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were so caught off guard we must have forgotten. After we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good! Thank you for sharing. It's like Yuri's down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How do you guys do it so easily? I tried to think of it like you were reciting to other people. I meant you were reciting it to yourself in front of a mirror. Or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins to recite her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read it on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe that's what Sayori meant when she said she liked my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone than I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. I even know I liked it. I guess it's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be the other poems wouldn't quite work as well with that kind of delivery. Yeah, I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. You might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. That's what I've been practicing, kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Noah. Well, I can't compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Noah lower everyone's standards before I have to do it. Natsuki. It's fine, it's fine. Might as well get it over with. Not like I have much of a selection of what to read. How to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause emptying me. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something I'll brew over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then, that just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way towards the podium. This poem's called... Why y'all look at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, this poem's called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting her poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little, unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style. It works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Ah, well. At least feel prepared to recite a poem for other people? I mean, doing it for other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. It's just my friends. It's embarrassing. That's surprising, Natsuki. I thought it'd be the other way around for me. Well, this is how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about at the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you're reciting. Jeez, probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. What's up, Yoshi? Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think it's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. That 90 show season? Oh, okay. I can't wait. I can do this. All right. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori or Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. It's for the sake of the club, and I'm impressing Monica. Then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go? Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Like you two always going to go home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. Must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Noah, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's just go. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot has already changed. But today, Sayori's being a little quieter than usual on her way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. Nah, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to, Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day, Yuri has to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? Kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, I would still walk home with Sayori. Sayori, you ever think I would dish you for Yuri? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez. I already see her in a club every day. Besides, you seem to really like going home together. Wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Noah. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never gonna happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Indeed. Memories. Family. Defeat. Bed. Sensation. Agonizing. Unstable. Amazing. Lollipop. Kiss. Dazzle. Rainbow. Deaf. Ambient. Nightgown. Nibble. Vivid. Headphones. Calm. Anger. Aw, man, I'm the last one here again! Oh, Reyes walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah! Aha! Must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and not picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember, the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. I'm super happy you're all willing to help out the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Yeah? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Mitsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. It's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. Sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, don't they usually have fried squid? Squid? It's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Say you don't like squid? You of all people? Yeah, I didn't say I don't like it. What do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that jokes make no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for today, okay? Yeah. Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's Sayori's anyway. Excuse me. Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori's sitting at her desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. With my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. I'm gonna talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. You say so. I worriedly glanced at Sayori before turning my back towards everyone else, but the conversation's already dispersed with everyone back to their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she knows anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approached Monica, who's shuffling through papers at her desk. Oh, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? What way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading a little bit into it too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? Can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who's idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Noah. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. What's the matter? Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her, but this time when I asked her, she's really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask you if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Hey, you sure about that? Seems like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she's had a hard time bringing up with a person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you. Me? I wonder if you come to that conclusion. Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know. She's been so much happier since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori's always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now from when it's always been. You're so funny, Noah. You ever thought that maybe you've always seen her so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions. No, you should forget about what I said. Try to talk to her, so don't think about it for now. All right. Monika smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but now that I won't be able to forget it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monika stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. Watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, keeping her voice quiet so that I can't hear from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her, have fun with everyone else. It's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her? I'm letting this weigh me down so much. Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. There's nothing I can do besides wait for Monika. Okay, everyone! After some time passes, Monika calls to the classroom. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything's back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. Make eye contact with Monika, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she's talking about with Sayori. Okay, I'll be right back. Oh, I saw that earlier. What data game are we on? We are on before anything significant happens. That's where we're at. And we're not doing spoilers. Alright. Sayori first. It's your best one so far. It's really, really nice. Thanks. many poems you've written? 3, I think. Sarah, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright? Of course. Everything's fine. I'm just a little tired today. You want a nap or something? No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I just want to see smiles on your face. Well, alright. Hey, Noah, I'm still a little surprised. I really thought that you would try writing your poems like the way Yuri does. Or even Atsuki. But in the end... Yeah, I guess you're the one who likes this the most. Why? You don't want to get closer to everyone else? Wait, of course I do. Doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori. I know you sometimes have to put up with me, and I sometimes have to put up with you. But we have a wavelength or something. And that's how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. Sometimes it's easier to write when thinking about you. Sayori? No. I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Sayori has trouble to keep her voice steady all of a sudden. If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. Sayori. I glance around the classroom to make sure no one has noticed this. Sayori. I probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what would cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles around and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing, Noah. Just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles for everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play for everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori. Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Oi. Hi, Noah! Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people. I'll have to give some more thought. Okay, no pressure. Whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It'll also make me very happy to see. Aha! Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. Let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Ah, it's kind of funny. How so? No, not the poem. I mean, it's funny how your poems, Sayori's poems, have been getting more and more similar to each other every day. I'm surprised you're so in sync with her. And again, you've been spending a lot of time together lately, haven't you? I guess you could say that. Although we kind of grew up as best friends, I haven't been seeing as much of her the past year. Since I joined the club, we've been spending a lot of time together again. I see. That reminds me. But Sayori's been a little off today. Yeah, did she tell you something? Well... No, you haven't been flirting with her, have you? Of course not. I've been treating her like I always do. Alright, just making sure. I know how much you care about her. It'd be terrible if something bad happened to her, so keep an eye on her. Sarah's been acting so much happier since you joined the club. What could have happened all of a sudden? Well, never mind. It really isn't time to be talking about this. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth, the lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost in the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when others have turned away, the legend that remains, the last dim glimmering in the twilight sky. The legend is all that remains, the last dim glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall, and fall, and fall even more. Gentle as a feather, the dry quill expressionless. But a hand catches me between thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I'm thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we only seek the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers, all sorts of things keep me like. I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but that's kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. Never really put that much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. Seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Nah, are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Ah, yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. You're ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid that it's not good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. If you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good, or okay, or bad, they want to focus more on everything that went into it, and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it'll make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Yeah, what about it, Rob? Well done, Noah. You definitely improve your writing over the course of these few days. 125 terabyte optical storage disk. Wow. What we do now is go back to disks. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful to you? Yeah, definitely. And I'm glad. Sharing our writing like this is a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first. Now it seems like everyone is enjoying their writing and seeing what others think. And I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing would just be a chore. It's a great way for me to spend more personal time with all the girls in the club. But it's some fun getting to know everyone and their writing. And I guess doing some writing myself. Well, have you learned anything about yourself, Noah? Well, you know how I like to say writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. And even my opinions are just opinions, you know. As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Yeah? Why me? Well, you're always so sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share. Is that so? Gary thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible. Eh? For me to have become someone whose opinion is so fearsome. How unlikable of me. Gary, it's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion. And I see. I'm sorry I always overthink or come to these sort of conclusions. Just I'm a little too used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked. Eerie. But what I'm saying, I didn't mean to bring it up. I'm sorry. Let's move on. Alright. You want to share your poem now? Okay. Here. Let's check on her fancy writing. Beach, a marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface. Where a womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface, under a clear blue sky and an expanse of bliss, but beneath gray rolling clouds an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle when the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we all still build sandcastles. I stand from where foam wraps around my ankles, where the foam squishes into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic, the breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Foamy tendrils, I should say. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back and I abandon my peace to an ode at the show. Turn back and I abandon my peace to a note at the shore. Drive forward and I return to Earth forevermore. I'm aware the beach is kind of a inane thing to write about. I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. You say like you didn't want to write about it. No, you haven't heard? Yesterday, Natsuki and I it was amusing we wrote about similar things in different ways. So Natsuki wanted us to write about the same topic as each other again. I suppose to better compare our differences in writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it's her idea. Knowing her, and it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went for a request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. This one's alright. Alright? Well, yeah. Not as good as yesterday's anyway. See what you're going for. It's not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad you're trying a little bit. Well, of course I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Is it more of a compliment to me? No, gross. Not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, if that's what you... Well, if you ended up just... Well, what if you ended up just scaring me anyway? Or, well, what if you just ended up scaring me away? That's, It's not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here. Even if I had to put up with you. Yeah. Oh, wait. Even if I had to put up with you. Natsuki's elbow connects to my stomach. Oh? Yeah, well, mine's scaring you away after all. I was just joking, you bitch. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. Ah. How the hell do you call that a joke? He's elbowed me in the fucking stomach. That seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess it's kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway, Natsuki holds her poem out to me like nothing even happened. Okay, they both wrote about beach. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before a sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way that you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea, and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail. Let's set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. That seems like a song. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about every day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way that you thought you left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Yeah, I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I want to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Not hard to write anything negative on the beach. Oh, Yuri's take on it was a bit more solemn. Well, she better not say anything bad about mine. After all, she's wanted us to write about the same topic. That was her idea, huh? You can risk her doing that too. Or, well, who knows? Maybe, who knows idea it was. Maybe it's write about a simple topic and trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. It's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, it's not like, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. There's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it's good practice. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is this me or did you say something strange just now? Eh? Something you said did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You're deviated from your usual catchphrase while addressing the club. Catchphrase? Oh, I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why does it move so weird today? Maybe Yuri isn't immune to it. Ugh. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe? Look, the only thing that's different is Sayori isn't here. Ah. Seems like you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off when she's not around. Where'd she run off to, anyway? Well, she's went to pee. And Sugi, please show some decency. Oh, come on. Actually, she wasn't feeling too well, so she went home early. Is that so? Hope she's alright. Seriously? All times not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? What's for you two being all lovey-dovey? No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, and I don't want to force it. No? A curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier, and everything's fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki making cupcakes. We might need a lot of them in different flavors. Can you handle it all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. As for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sierra will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. And Natsuki's spouting too. Jeez, even I can tell now. Guess I never give Sayori enough credit, but all the things that are even harder on you when she's not around. That might be the case. But I can't be a leader on my own, and I won't grow as a person. Sayori, you have beautiful handwriting, you know. You can make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. What's up, Shed? Your mind's already racing, I say. That's great! I suddenly hate Flocky and love Switzerland. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves Yunoa, the one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. Probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You can always help me out as well. We're really appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they gonna respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I can give to you. It's not like Monica's gonna give me a choice. I should end up sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you'd like to handle the baking on your own. No, might not like to be around you if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, you might be more suited to insisting with decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How are gonna be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're making excuses for knowing it. What are you saying? Be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? What do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Noah to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten to spend much time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said... I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez. We just sell this already? Yeah. No, you're okay, that's right. In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. But of course, I'm gonna go with... Kinda worried about Sayori. I mean, it's gonna be anyone, and I prefer helping Sayori. We're already neighbors, and... Monica said Sayori was helping her. Jeez, really hate us that much? No. Sorry, I mean for this to be difficult. Just think of the club, okay? Alright, I guess I have to. Chat, who should I pick? Natsuki, Yuri, or Monica? I got one vote for Yuri. 2 votes for the purple hair gang. I got 1 for Monica. I got 2 for Monica. I got 1 for Natsuki. Anybody want to be a tiebreaker? Maybe I have to be a tiebreaker. I got 2 for Yuri and 2 for Monica. 3 for Monica. Alright. I'll go Monica then. Well, I guess I should probably be helping Monica. Yay! You picked me! Hold on a second. Yeah. Monica, you're the one who needs the least help out of all of us. Yeah, but I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work more suitable for one person, you already have Sayori as well. But Noah was the one who, that doesn't matter. You were the one who scared him to pick at you in the first place. You're the club president, Monica. You're supposed to make responsible decisions for the club. Monica, you shouldn't let any ulterior motive interfere with the decision. Ulterior motives? What are you saying, Yuri? In fact, it sounds like you guys were the ones with ulterior motives. Excuse me? Otherwise, wouldn't we made such a big deal in the first place? That's completely false, Monica. Yeah! You have a lot of work to do, you know. Won't be as good of a job if you make us work alone. Maybe that's true. Think of the club, Monica. If we want an event to succeed, then we need to appropriately distribute our resources. Get the right thing, President? Well, okay. I'll get it. It's technically most logical for Noah to help one of you two, so guess what we'll do. You have preference, Noah? Damn, both my picks. Alright. One more time. Natsuki or Yuri? Purple hair gang or pink hair gang? Alright, I got one for Yuri. I got 2 for Yuri. I got 3 for Yuri. I got 4 for Yuri. Alright, let's pick Yuri. Well, I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No. I was saying... So you be helping Yuri then, Noah? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sort of things. I think your assistant will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I'd be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell Natsuki is feeling a little bit sour. So, is that everything we need to go over? Yep, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited might not be the right word. I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Noah? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me! What about you, Natsuki? Suki. What? Why did everyone yell at me? I didn't even do anything! No, it's not what I mean at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Noah picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. I definitely gotta do for the event can pay to that, so, I get it. Kinda surprised though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. You're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know, I'm not really good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri's trying to sound like Sayori. The game didn't work perfectly. I can tell she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kinda appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal on nothing. But I'm gonna say this. You better bet my cupcakes will be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So, it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki at the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry. I realize that I don't have any way of contacting you over the weekend. Oh, you're right. Can't believe that slipped my mind. I gave you my cell phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought I'd be want to go into your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. If you don't mind, I think I prefer going to your house. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to press for Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter either way, so I have to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way, and I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Noah. I think that we'll make a very productive team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait! You don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any reason why you could have chosen me. You're forgetting one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her some tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out of the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri's gonna be coming to my house on Sunday? Even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori, my anxiety still shoots through the roof. Guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. But who knows what will end up happening when we're outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, like Monica said, it's about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. It's already Sunday. Be right back. Do you never I'm a Celebrity? Would it be better off as a compilation or a random episode? I feel like that show might be better as a compilation. Alright, it's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. Keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt she'll open up a bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. She's extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I'm worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? What is this game? Doki Doki Literature Club. I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often, but we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we're family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her to not run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally found her. Sayori? Hi, Noah. I sat down in the room. Is it as weird as the name suggests? Could be. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is still messy as it always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. Because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but wait, how'd you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that at the last. Sayori already left by the time we decided at the last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Ah, that's true. What about you? You gonna be helping Monica today? Of course. I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So... Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Noah. Eh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings. I didn't make that stupid mistake. And you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. That's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori! Grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? You can listen to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Noah. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you, Noah? Guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Do you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy into caring to waste, or why make other people put their energy in caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. That's why I just want to make everyone happy. Without everyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time, and that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to not just think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it you've never told me about this? It's almost like I feel betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much I could do, I would have tried a bit harder to make every day a little bit better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You understand it all, Noah. Yeah, he doesn't. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. Like jacking off. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes. It also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I went so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Noah. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. What'd you learn, Zach? And now I just came here to make you hurt, too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. That's why I'm gonna accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. If you move your DH to a different position, you move your DH spot and your pitcher has to hit. The Mariner said, "Oh yeah, I only knew that. I know that, but I only knew that because of Otani." This time I pull her into a tight embrace. No, Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, it's just a bonus. Catcher got injured, the backup catcher was DHing. Oh, okay. But please never underestimate how much I care for you. I wouldn't have it any other way. No, Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. No, Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. Probably so, yeah. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. And I don't know. Gently, Sayori puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Noah. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary, too. Sayori lets me go. As she does, I let her go as well. The festival's tomorrow. Yeah. It's gonna be fun, right? Yeah. How'd you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that'd be nice then. Yeah. Sarah wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. All the days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should just cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't think it'd be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand. I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry about it too much. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri's about to come over too. I think Sayori's right. I shouldn't be worrying too much. We're definitely gonna have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Thank goodness. You're a little early. Sorry, I wasn't home yet. You waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You could have always texted me. If I had known it would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. I suppose that's true. And thinking of it for some reason. Should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you bought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it'll be fine. I take Yuri to my room. First thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so that's very considerate of you to do. No, it would be really embarrassing my room to be a mess when you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I'll gladly help you clean. That would be even more embarrassing. Wait to look at her. I snatched Yuri's waist, which is in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. Let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both her hands firmly in her lap to make sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Yes. I do have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh wow, I didn't know you plan on taking it that far. Of course. I want to take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will just stop by out of curiosity. And for the cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that'll leave them wanting more. That's great! It's easier to forget you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess is the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. And kinda happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was gonna use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah, like what? Fucking drugs. Let's see. Iria rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. This is my crack pipe. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. It would have been amazing, don't you? I think it'd be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that'd be really neat. What's the wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Ah, is that so? It's one of my favorite contributions to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils and herbs you choose, you can change the mood in the air for itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on a button. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to sprout through a small hole on the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is this one for? This is the jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more of a relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotion and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that'd be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable. You seem to know a lot about this, so I trust your opinion of anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. I won't be using that paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will they be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway at a classroom. Then we can fasten the paper on the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It'd also catch the eyes of those passing by the room. And may attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed with just the two of us? Maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, Noah. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Mood. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. And she reaches into her bag and once more pulls out a pocket knife. Eh? That's not a knife. This knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an immaculate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It's really fancy. This is my CSGO knife. Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're gonna think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? You promise you won't be weirded out? Yeah, I promise. Alright. Thing is, I'm kinda into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. A combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe? No, what am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you get about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. Can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife, with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! Noah, why'd you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. Barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. The knife is extremely sharp. You can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at me and noticeably fidgets. You're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Ah! Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Sure, it's a little weird. It took me by surprise. A little weird. But I guess she's just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She's actually not. It's super weird, bro. Literally a vampire. She doesn't lift her head. She doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon. Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I'll do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Noah! Did you really just do that? Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. Ha ha ha! I knew that'd be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of jasmine oil, this air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Noah. I'm weird? Woman! You're the vampire. Yuri giggles shyly. Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually. It's a tiny cut. Well, it already stopped bleeding. That's why I prefer helping Natsuki. Yeah, I see. That's relieving. Tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected. It'll be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great! Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Thanks. Something I saw online, really. You ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. That's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was kind of watercolor paint tablets. You know, 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. Fill the cups too much, it will be diluted. It would be too diluted. Hope you're good, by the way, still. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use the small plastic bathroom cups instead of the full-size glasses. I put them on the plate to catch any paint that drips and bring them in my room. Yuri? Yes? Come and see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve and pulling it back over her arm. Nothing. Face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me, and I take it upon her and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So, thought we could do something simple that would look very nice. I like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for sunrise and daytime, then sunset and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We could hang it on the wall behind the podium, at the front of the classroom. Neat! What are you gonna write? Well, it'd be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different color across the banner to serve as a color guide for when we paint. Kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting a banner with watercolor feels like the art class projects we had back then. Apart from scared of the hospital having sent the wrong address. Jesus Christ. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean like that. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. Glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when you spend time with one other person. Even something simple, like reading. Doesn't matter if we don't talk as much. Just having a friend next to me feels a bit nicer. Makes me feel a bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about anime and games, so simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush. But I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Yeah, sorry. Yuri reels back and I quickly lift my hand in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. Just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Now your face. Drops of the paint on Yuri's face and neck. Something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got some paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, and then dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back in front of her. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Huh? Just for a little bit longer. It feels really nice. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is this the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my waist? Sending a tingling sensation from my arm? And suddenly her face appears to be much closer to mine than it was a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry, I'm feeling a bit lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again. Her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the events that just transpired. I hastily retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. I should do it! I finished filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking over the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you gonna add lettering now? Not yet. Needs to dry first. Aster, won't that take a while? Well, perhaps you'd best leave it here and have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I mean, is there anything more for us to do here? Phew. Say it like you're glad it's over. Is that wrong to assume you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? No, it's not that. I'm just glad we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. So you don't have any time left. I was secretly hoping we had extra time after finishing the work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself. I think it'd be too irresponsible for me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there'd be more time as well. That's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, wrong voice. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we get everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering up all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It's not like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. That doesn't mean it's the last time this can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her to the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem, I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then, Yuri fidgets. Guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait. I can't say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have much time as we wanted. Because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over, or we can go out somewhere. I forget you don't like going out too much. Stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so. You're very thoughtful, Noah. Yuri takes a step closer to me and briefly squeezes my hand. I kinda like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I didn't get a chance to as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori? Eh? Hi, Noah. Sayori. Just now we weren't... It's okay, Noah. I stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Oh, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry, but I'll be together for festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course. Sayori beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to go over today. Well, I tried staying in my room. My imagination's being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri. And how close you got to her. It makes me really happy. You made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Noah? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. It'd be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Noah. If I wasn't here, and you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monaco's right. I should just... Monica? Monaco's right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not gonna let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. Something that makes me happy. Something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. See, if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm gonna be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But... Sayori looks away. I place a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Noah. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Noah, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said that I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm gonna give to you. Sayori, I love you. Those are my true feelings. So there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. But spending time with everyone else at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, helped me realize that you're truly the most important person to me. That's why I accept any of your burdens, as long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side. Then I know we'll both be happy. Noah. Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me. Noah, this is really okay? Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again. I love you, Noah. I want to be with you forever. Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit. What is this? Sayori? I'm supposed to be happy right now. Rebler, thank you for... Appreciate it. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why, even now? I want the rain clouds to go away. They're not going away at all. It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. It's all that matters right now. Okay. I trust you. Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? What are you saying? I don't want to think about these things, you know? I want everything to be the same as it always been. Even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's all really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll go whatever pace suits you best. Hey, Noah. Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying this is making you feel sad, Sayori? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It was like a bunch of thorns when you told me that you loved me. But that's why I want to trust you. You always know what's best for me. Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know I love her and she loves me. I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more, or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back the way they were. First time? No, but it is first time for some people in chat, so we're not doing spoilers. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. I do know that I gave it everything I got. Sayori is the most important person to me. And I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. It's the day of the festival. Of all the days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided it's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should nearly be complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take it with me. She sent a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funny enough, I should probably feel the same way I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Noah, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. Finally, Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in a classroom. It must be the one she prepared to have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You think on days this important she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. Suddenly I feel awful, knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said that because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all? Ha ha ha! You should take a little responsibility for her, Noah. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. Kinda left her hanging in the morning, you know? Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But, I stammer, embarrassed. Does Sarah really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing this up with anyone yet. Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so... Don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Huh? Good night, bud. Monica's being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I feel a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out these pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will really help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsui and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one I haven't read before. By the way, if you're not paying attention, now's the time to pay attention. Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head. Get out of my head before I know what's best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. What is this? Reading this poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Noah? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything Sayori has ever written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm gonna get Sayori, so... well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself! Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? Should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not like a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simplest gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday things would be the same as they've always been. That's all she needs, and I want to give it to her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I didn't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. Can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. That really is something a boyfriend would do, wasn't it? Or isn't it? In any case, But it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. But I didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me with no choice. I gently open the door. Sayori! Yeah. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this could be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. So I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I'd be there for her. I told her I knew what's best and everything would be okay. And why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her? I shouldn't have confessed to her. It's not what Sayori needed at all. She told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything that I could have done to prevent this. If I had spent more time with her, walked her to school, remained friends with her like I'd always been, and I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do to bring her back. It's in some game where I can reset and try something different. Well, you see, I only had one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. Now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But still, I couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never, 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 never. Pay close attention. Oh look, 2 Monicas. I see an annoying girl running toward me from a distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, that just kind of works out because you've already known each other for too long? We used to walk to school on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let catch up to me. It's an ordinary school day, just like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I had no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content getting by on average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club. It's not like there'd be any girls in that anyway. School day is as ordinary as ever, before I know it. It's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any to interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be too demanding, or for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Noah? Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Ah, yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other, well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica's probably the most popular girl in school. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What'd you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies, look for my club. Do you know if it's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? Ha about that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make it something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one! A literature club! Literature? Sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? Nah. Kinda embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the classroom. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that Monica is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. Besides, member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Noah, by any chance are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I can check it out. Ah, awesome. You're really sweet, Noah, you know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials never time. You're more important. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica in her irresistible smile. I dejectedly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of her school I rarely visit. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back! And I brought a guest with me. A guest? Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Noah. All words escape me in the situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess, you're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Anyway, this is Natsuki, and energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears to be comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Noah in a club room and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was gonna, wait, you know. Sorry, I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that'd be great. Why don't you come sit down, Noah? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens a closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you really didn't plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be really hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. Good night, Rob. You have to work hard to convince people you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us, before sitting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Yeah, I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... You're insulted. Yuri looks away. I mean that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So Noah, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read the last few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid from the moment I first walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror recently. I read a horror book once. I desperately grabbed something that I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Aha! I didn't expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, the story makes me think or takes me to another world, and I can't really put it down. So real horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Look, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes darted over me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. Give that back. Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometimes? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing onto oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea! How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we can all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, seems a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Noah? Hold on, there's still one problem. Yeah, what's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forward with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I joined this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. Still, there were clubs to look at, and, I lost my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought. The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Noah. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. If we don't find one more before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Alright, I've decided that. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Noah? Yeah. It's gonna be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left it for all this, I'd be super pissed. Noah, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to ring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Noah, I look forward to see how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. Going alright, Jumbo, how are you? With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day at school in just a literature club? You're right, that's good. Perhaps I'll have the chance to go closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess it starts with writing a poem tonight. You've unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Can you hear me? Yes, I can. Be right back. Didn't know if it means anything, but the baby was kicking for most of the England game. Actually, that means he's going to play baseball. Okay, pick some words. Nightgown, passion, kiss, tragedy, alone, vivacious, friends, cry, climax, lazy, bouncy, sadness, holiday, flying, suicide, peace, heaven sent, lust, music, milk. Hi again, Noah. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Trying to make us turn over even the womb was born. Nah, don't worry. That might be a little strange for me, but at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Noah. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst in literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh god. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. You already didn't be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. You know, take us seriously. You won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the classroom. Manga? Natsuki finds herself between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Noah. Make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointing glance. Anyway, now that you're in a club and all, perhaps you have interested in picking up a book to read? Well, I like the room spinning. Oh, yeah. I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in a club now. So that feels right to do something like that if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not like that, Yuri. I want to try to be part of the club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick a book if you wanted me to. But are you sure? I just feel like, well, as vice president and all, I should help you get started on something that you might like. Yuri reaches in her bag and pulls out a book. I want you to feel left out. I picked a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read to keep your attention, even if you usually don't read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted to. How's the girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'd like despite me not reading so much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. You. We can read at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Boy. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some sort of scheduled activity with the club. That doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around the closet. Ugh! I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Fucking Monica! She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone's just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. What's up, Lord, Crucero? Hope you're doing good. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga's one of those things where you can't really admit that you're into it unless you figure out where the other person stands. As you know, anyway. I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? And I see. There's a lone volume of manga, manga, Jesus Christ, amidst a stack of various books on one side of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. Then turns into a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Much better. Seeing a box set one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box she's admiring. Parfait girls. Sarah's never heard of in my life. Probably means either way too out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it for the glass on the door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging or anything. I didn't even say anything. The tone of your voice. Tell you one thing, Noah. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't buy it, judge a book. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly Mo. Don't just stand there. Ugh. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. No, I don't want to come out of the closet. She then takes her seat against the wall beneath the window sills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling for me to sit next to her. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why's that? I guess it'd be easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that! Make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming additional spaces while she hopes I wouldn't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip for older volumes every now and again? Not really. Hey, sometimes after I've already finished a series. Hey, you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. Kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. You sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. You know you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something that you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? It's not... I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? You share your manga with your friends? Did you not rub it in? Jeez. Ah, sorry. I can't even get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. I can't bring it up to them without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? I just want to punch them in the face. I know those kind of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, it's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this. At least it's safer in the classroom. Except Monica's kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win again, Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. At least you're enjoying it yourself, right? So... Jesus, enough. You gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. Looks like she started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki. Yeah. Suddenly Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey! Oh my god! Oh jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here. Monica reaches into her bag and pulls out some sort of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. I told you not to give her... She didn't finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth. Don't worry, Noah. She's fine. This happens every now and again. Right. That's why I keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share poems now? Definitely normal behavior. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. Probably only fair to share mine with her first. Okay, let's start with things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. And it was one sharing in the first place. I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind while writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Well, I'm more comfortable sharing my poem of yours was really bad. You're supposed to show me some dumb poem, make you go, well, that's not great, but at least let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying that you liked it. Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You're so... You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing the world that you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say it mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. Can't figure out if it's a win or loss if she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Like this Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah. I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. People don't take my writing seriously. Isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly! I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. The other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up a rhyme for the end, and I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess it meant more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Don't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her for that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is. Doctor disrespected it, class. But if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Do Yuri next. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, and more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. That's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. It's your first time writing a poem, correct? Yeah. Why you ask? I'm just making sure. I guessed that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad. No! I just raised my voice. I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. Might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, just there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through it myself, I kinda learned to pick up on them. And the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers, they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering's completely gone, she sounds like an expert. Of course, it's something you can be blamed for. There are many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone in the club can give you valuable feedback. And so you can be a bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry. That's fine. Not sure if Yuri's apologizing to me, or to herself, or to Natsuki. Yuri, do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if it's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't it supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Callous breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickens. I flicken back. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. I was. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I just think your handwriting's pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it was short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. No, not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. It's the first time sharing and want to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, story isn't about a ghost at all, you'd know. Really? Must totally missed the point. But I suppose you did only glance over it after all. Remembering that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining piece of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't really thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Monica time. Hi, Noah! Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new at everything, you had any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better? I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. And of course I'd be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going to flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Nah, don't worry, Noah. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. That's the sort of barrier we're all going to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, Noah. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. Kind of makes me think something Natsuki would write. She's a good writer, too. So I'll take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave anything in any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often. But sometimes she just loses all her strength and shuts down. Like earlier. That's just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. But hey, some guys are into petite girls, you know? Fuck. Sorry, just trying to look on the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. Bring on the wall! But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings. But my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on a flat sheet of paper? The sound of frantic scrolling playing tricks in my ear? The room begins to crickle, closing in on me. The air. The feeling dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style's gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have put an extra emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What's the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. Been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous talking about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something out on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew. I guess that's everyone. So that's around a room. It's a little more stressful than I anticipated. So everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. If they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. Uh-oh. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess this is what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I look at the... I forgot what it said. Wait, do I have an autosave? Oh, no, I don't. Well, they read in tandem, I see them looking at each other. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? No, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. Guess you could say that it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? It's completely missed the symbolism or something? Clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? Oh, I could have clicked history. How much each of their expressions changed? That was the line. I just completely missed the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. It's trying to say something nice. I mean, you have to try to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. I'm looking for suggestions. I would have asked someone who actually liked it. People did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Noah did too. Based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Noah liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested invested. I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I meant. You just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're jealous that Noah appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? How do you know you didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I wouldn't deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Well, you know what? I was the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Noah started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... It doesn't involve you. Taking out your insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me? Look who's talking to you, wannabe edgy bitch. Edgy? Sorry, my lifestyle is a little bit too much for something of your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves by the time they graduate middle school, you know. If you want to prove anything, stop harassing others for your sickening attitude. You can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing up and acting cute. The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Well, be careful, you might cut yourself on an edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad, you already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let me hear everything you really think. I'm sure it'll be head over heels for you after this. Ah! Suddenly Yuri turned towards me, as if she just noticed I was standing there. Noah, she's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. I like attracting this outcry. Hey Noah, why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay? Sorry about that. They really should have tried to get you involved. It's probably best for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Ah, some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. I never had it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if it makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri's rocking back and forth on her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Noah, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. Something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm not sure Natsuki will forget it. I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting's over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wanted to say something. She keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm the vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. Kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Noah. It'd be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I really don't have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. But I really appreciate you understand it. Evidently, she did not understand. Okay. Well, we will pick up there tomorrow. For today, we went about 3 hours. Follower count is 5434. Thank you, Sapphire, Oat Milk, Buiki, for the follows. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, tomorrow is the first day of July. Jesus Christ. I almost forgot about that. Okay, let me see who's live and I'll raid somebody. Not long to the like, yeah, that's right. When is that? This Thursday? Yeah, it's Thursday. Jeez. Okay. I haven't rated this person before. They've been live almost 6 hours though, and I think they just finished a GP. Oh, I think they're ending. Okay. Well, I have them on my followers list now. Let's see. Okay. Hoping the pay-per-view doesn't get... Yeah, I know, right? I enjoyed WrestleMania 35, to be fair. Alright. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream today. For those guys that know, I stream every single day, so I will be right back on here tomorrow, and I will see you guys then. Good night, guys.